is just a little bit more silicone-y to where it's a little bit more grippy, you know, but it's, when comparing the elago to the Apple silicone case, that there are some similarities. When you're looking here, you know, they're both silicone cases, both have, you know, felt lining on the inside. The differences start here, like the buttons here. These are little like metal buttons. This is the silicone button. And, you know, you have the metal button here for the sleep to wake, and then you have the silicone button here. The cutouts, speaker cutouts are the same. The USB Type-C on the elago is a little bit bigger for third-party accessories compared to the Apple silicone case. Rolling with both of these cases, you know, for over a week or so, I really noticed how this one, and I don't know if it's the color, but just it seems to attract anything and everything, especially dog hair or human hair or hair. It likes the hair. But who doesn't, right? I digress. The elago is a little bit thicker, you know, around the sides. So let's go ahead and weigh these cases. So I've got my scale here, and let's take a look. And the Apple silicone case weighs 28 grams, and the elago weighs 36 grams. So that type of thing is going to play a factor in, you know, how it feels in your hand, you know, one being a little bit lighter than the other. So let's go ahead and, you know, slip the iPhone 15 Pro in here. Now I can tell you, as far as the camera goes, there is more protection here around the camera bump and also around the camera lip than there is compared to the Apple silicone case. And as far as ease of taking it out, it's in there, but it's not hard, you know, to take out. And, you know, it's got snugness where it needs to be, you know, a little bit of droop down here, but it does, you know, cradle your phone. It's not going to pop out. When comparing to the Apple silicone case, this is where you'll notice the difference as far as that's, yeah, and then there's the little animation it makes. When you do hold the Apple silicone case in your hand, you know, it feels nice. It doesn't feel as bulky. This one has got a little bit more grip to it compared to the silicone case, but the Apple silicone case, but this does still have some really, really good grip, and it's not as bulky, very comfortable in the hands. Not that this one isn't comfortable, it's just you can tell that this one's a little bit bigger. Now going around the lip, this, like I said, this one doesn't have as much lip protection as the elago. Same with the camera. It's like this one barely has any camera protection. I mean, it's there, but just barely. Buttons are nice and they all, you know, work. The buttons are just a little bit more clickier on this, and like I was saying, it's just as easy to take out the Apple silicone case as it is the elago, but like you can hear, these are just a lot more clickier than the Apple silicone case buttons. You can still hear click, but it's just not as clicky. How well this goes in the case, you know, this one's a lot firmer, you know, as it goes into the case. You know, it doesn't, the elago has the droopiness in certain areas around the buttons and the USB Type-C port, where the Apple silicone case does not. So the Apple silicone case is, a little bit more secure when it cradles your phone compared to the elago. Got my magnet paper here. So when you look at the two magnets, they look, pretty similar. This one, I don't know, it's a little bit more wavier. There's probably just a little bit more care that goes, into the Apple silicone case. But the test, of course, is when, it's connected to something MagSafe or, like a wallet or or something like that. So let's go ahead and do the shake test and see what kind of shakeage that we get with the Apple silicone case. So it goes on there, it charges, you know, shaking it, you can get some really good medium to hard shakeage. Now going back to the elago on the strength of the magnet, let's take a look. Charges just fine. It's about the same. You're going to get, I'm trying to keep clicking the buttons. You know, as a matter of fact, this one, and it might be because of the silicone, is just a little bit more silicone-y to where it's a little bit more grippy. You know, but it's really on there as well. As far as the magnets go, this really, you know, both of these, you know, are top notch. Now, if I had to choose which of the two silicone cases I was going to use on a daily, it's going to have to go to the Apple silicone, just because of it's the least resistant to hair, and you know, it is a lot slimmer. You know, it doesn't feel as bulky in the hands, even though it doesn't have, you know, the lip protection on the camera and around the screen that I like to see. It is there, so if you do drop it, you should be okay. Not as okay as you would be dropping it with this. You know, I've got screen protectors as always on my phone, so I don't really have to try not to worry too much about that. But then again, you know, for a very inexpensive, you know, as a matter of fact, I think right now, I paid $18 for this. I think right now it's $13. You know, I'm going to leave links in the descriptions for both of these, you know, if you want to check them out. But as of the taping of this was $13 with a 20% off coupon. This one comes in a plethora of colors, maybe getting a darker color. You know, you don't notice the hair. I don't think that was it, because this one really just didn't attract the hair. This is still a good quality case. It's just that, you know, the Apple silicone case, you know, just beats it out in, you know, certain categories. And if you like tech and tech reviews and the accessories that go along with your tech, why don't you check out this video and a sub to the channel? Well, that would just be swell. Peace and love, y'all.